What's going on, guys? It's Keith, another video, Black Quarterback Series. And so today we're going to talk about a myriad of things. It's off season, so we're kind of getting a little liberal with the content. But so we're going to start with Lamar Jackson. So shout out to them guys over in the Ravens world. As far as content, I'm gonna link them and probably put their faces on the screen because I cannot remember neither one of their names right now. But shout out to them. They gave me the idea to even make this a topic for this week. And so one of them said in their video that the Baltimore Ravens were committing malpractice with the way they were handling Lamar Jackson. And I completely agree. We all know that Lamar Jackson is more comfortable in no huddle spread, running gun type offenses. You can take the defense off guard, get a couple of yards. Lamar Jackson is better, I think, in chaos, right? Because he's always the calmest person in chaos, right? And so you look at the numbers and you look at everything. Lamar Jackson has not been able to play in a no huddle type free flowing offense. And every time he has a chance to play in a no huddle, those type of things, he has a 70% winning percentage. I'm going to put the article up on the screen so you don't think I'm just talking crazy. Lamar Jackson is better when everything is all over the place. Some quarterbacks are not like that. Josh Allen. Some quarterbacks are not great when everything is all over the place. Even Cam, for the most part, wasn't that good when everything was all over the place. Yeah, when the play broke down, he was able to run and get yards and all that. But as far as the offense being structured around certain no huddles and those things like that, I think Lamar Jackson is much better at operating an offense that type of way. So we're going to see more no huddle this year, which would be good with all the receivers and all the greatness that's going to come out there building. Lamar is essentially happy where he's at now. He got his contract. I don't want to harp too much on that because I did a video about that last week. But yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting thing for me. That was a very interesting thing for me. Also, something that I found a little interesting was Aaron Rodgers' injury, and is he gonna have a LeBron James type of 30-something-year-old season, right? So if you don't know who LeBron James is, he's the best player in the world. Was the best player in the world for over a decade. Possibly the GOAT. He's my GOAT. Don't at me. And so he played with the Lakers this year. And so the last couple of years, he was Iron Man for 15, 16, 17 years. And so he started getting hurt. And so that started to show his age a little bit and affected him in the playoffs this year. Aaron Rodgers, though, has always been hurt. He was an old, I think Shannon said this one time, if you're an old young man or a big young man, you're going to be an old or big old man, right? So I'm a little concerned about the Jets now because if Aaron Rodgers is getting hurt before even mandatory workouts start or some of the first mandatory workouts start, where is it gonna be in week 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 when the games start ramping up and they have a couple Thursday night games or they get flexed to a night game that was supposed to be something else? Like, can his body recover like that the way he needs it to recover in order to be successful in the NFL like he wants to be? Now, for me, I still don't think the Jets are gonna win the division. I think it'll probably be a wild card win because they're not beating. They could probably possibly beat Josh Allen, but I don't trust Aaron Rodgers more than I trust Josh Allen, especially after all the opportunities he had against Brady and completely fumbled the bag. Miami's going to be better, and New England is New England. They haven't beat New England in forever. So you really don't want Zach Wilson coming back in and playing, which was the reason that you gave Green Bay the moon and the stars to get this future Hall of Famer. He's your final linchpin. But if the linchpin is defective, I don't know. It remains to be seen, though. I want him to stay healthy. I don't never wish injury on nobody, but him getting injured early in training camp is really concerning to me. And so the last thing we have to talk about is DeAndre Hopkins, and for some reason going to see the Patriots, right? I feel like he did that as a favor to somebody else. Because there's no reason where he went to go to the Patriots. The Patriots are a dumpster fire. The Patriots were a dumpster fire with Brady. They've been an extra dumpster fire without Brady. And I was a Bill Belichick guy. But when you put an offensive coordinator, or you put a defensive coordinator to be an offensive coordinator, and then your quarterback takes a step back, and then you wondering why the quarterback took a step back. I'm not a Mac Jones guy, but we can't sit here and act like Mac Jones was not stifling creativity because he had a defensive coordinator running offensive schemes. That does not work. You look at Lamar. Greg Roman was a great running coach, but we were never going to see the full arsenal of Lamar Jackson until he got away from him. So I think D Hop is just doing a favor. I also saw a rumor that Pittsburgh is completely out of it, and it remains to be seen. But I still think D Hop is going to end up probably in the NFC somewhere. Probably in the NFC somewhere, or possibly Baltimore. But I don't know. I have a video talking about all his possible options and where he could end up going, and because I don't think he's going to KC either. So if you want to look at that video, I'll leave it at the end. You guys have a good rest of the week. I'll see y'all next week.